Dang it, I'm gonna be late for band practice.
Unexpected things happen every day.
Oh yeah, it's that kind of game. Welcome to a video where I can help you figure out if you need a game in 10 minutes or less. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everybody. My name is miahtheking, and do you want to hear a joke about construction? Well, I'm still working on it. Now then, today we're taking a look at a game just released on Steam called Dispatch, a game very eerily similar to another game I reviewed a long time ago called This Is the Police, and here, let me prove it with a comparison. Looks very similar, don't it? Anyway, this game, Dispatch, was developed and published by Ad Hoc Studio, released not in early access, and selling for $30. So what even is this game, and is it even worth it? Well, let's dive right in. So, you play as Robert Robertson. Yes, that's his name. It's hilarious. Anyway, he used to be a big-time superhero, but suddenly retired. I refuse to spoil anything. Anywho, now that he's retired, he gets recruited to the Hero Agency to work as a dispatcher for superheroes. And that's pretty much the game. But that's not all there is to it, so sit back, perk up your ears, and get ready to figure out if you need this game, because I'm going to help you. So let's start off with the good of this game, and the first thing I found myself really enjoying was the collaboration, because literally as soon as you pull up the game, it turns out this game was made in collaboration with Critical Role themselves, and yes, 3 of them provided voices to the actors in this game. Matthew Mercer, Laura Bailey, and Travis Willingham are involved as voice actors here. Needless to say, it gave me hope, and as I played, the voice acting, as you'd hope and expect, turned out to be phenomenal. Everyone here was doing a great job, and that's not all. The music is perfectly superhero, just like you'd want, and the sound effects sound great as well, but that's not even the end. Even the ambiance is great, as you can hear shit in the background as you do your job, or hell, even just hang around the main menu. Next, I'd like to talk about the gameplay, because after the collaboration, I'm sure that's what you're all interested in the most. Now, the gameplay here is great, so the options allow you to have interactable cutscenes, or just watch them and enjoy. I like to interact, and thus the game allows me a lot of QTE events to help keep me feeling like I'm actually involved in the game. But the game offers a lot more. It offers relationships, dialogue choices, other choices, and then there's the actual legit in-the-game gameplay itself, which of course involves the gameplay that I kind of showed you earlier during the comparisons. You look at a map, and as events transpire across the city, you need to pick the appropriate heroes to go to missions that fit their skill sets. If you don't manage it correctly, then you'll fail the missions, which will hurt your overall performance review at the end of each day, which can provide you rewards if you do good enough. Along with that, your person, the dispatcher, gains levels to help him do his job, and the heroes gain levels to do their jobs, and you can further customize the strengths of your heroes to better fit the role you have in mind for them. But they only gain experience if they actually succeed in stopping the crime. You gain more experience based on how well you did covering the crimes as well, so every time you pick a bad hero for a mission they're not suitable for and they fail, it's less experience for you at the end of the day. Along with the monotony of sending heroes off randomly, you'll have random events pop up with different variations of outcomes or even solutions to different problems, heroes involved, and more, which helps spicing up the feel and flow of the game. As I mentioned earlier, there are events that people will remember and relationships that will build, and half the gameplay is in a more episodic visual novel style where you make decisions sort of like those old Telltale games. So half the game is like this.
Sunday.
What are you guys talking about?
We're taking bets on when you'll quit.
Friday?
Today's Friday.
I know.
And half the gameplay is this.
Figures.
It's enough variation to keep you interested with amazing dialogue along the way, and if you're wondering why there's a black bar on the screen, it's not me. The game itself has options for censoring, so you could choose to remove that black bar during the options set up for your game. For obvious reasons, I needed the censorship during my recording, but it's awesome they give us the option to pick and choose. Also keep in mind, this game is not for children. This is an adult game with adult situations and adult language, which I also love because I'm not a child, I'm a big boy now. If you heard something in the background, that was my wife laughing. The next positive thing that really reached out to me was the artistic design and overall animation quality. So the animation quality was great, and the artistic design was really nice as well. Very reminiscent of those shows Invincible or Vox Machina with just as good animation. Great color choices, character designs, lighting and color effects, attention to detail, and so on. Overall, it was just beautiful to look at. Next up for the positives that I simply have to make mention of is the writing and the overall dialogue. It is superb. It's been a really long time since I've seen quality like this, and I simply can't give it enough credit. The writers here deserve so much praise. It was so good. I can't even show you an example, because if I did, it would be all the footage I recorded. The dialogue is fantastic, and the writing is great. It's engaging, it's dramatic, and it's hilarious. It's not often that a video game can actually make me laugh out loud, but this game managed to do so quite often. I was smiling, I was laughing, I was getting sucked into the world and the characters, and it shows a clear difference between great writing and shitty writing. Looking at you, Vampire Masquerade, you giant disappointment.
Can we just skip to the part where you reveal your bullshit superpower so we can fight for real? Cool dick.
Next up for the positives is the stability, user interface, and tutorial. The tutorial was hilarious, well-grounded, specific, but not with too much information, and easily helps you not only learn the game, but also just play the game while being smashed directly into the gameplay with flow so smooth, I didn't even realize what I was doing until I was doing it. The user interface matches the graphical design quality as well as matches the theme of the artistic design, and it makes sense. It's easy to navigate and understand, and overall worked really well at helping me to enjoy the actual gameplay itself. And the game never crashed, never froze, never broke, never did anything to make me think that it had any kind of stability issues at all. It was smooth as butter wrapped in the finest of silks. And last but not least is the price, replayability, and just overall production value. The price, when you think of all the things included in this game, the depth, the length, the replayability options, and so on, and then to realize they're only charging $30, and I'm just very impressed and very pleased, as you all should be too. It's perfect. As for the overall production value, it's intense, and I think simply by watching this video you can see for yourself its incredible transitions, the overall quality of the visuals and sounds, as well as the mechanics, controls, and even the overall gameplay. And as I said previously, the replayability. I mean, there's so many different options here, there's so many different ways to go about this, so many different things that you can do and see, and so once you play it all the way through, you could go back and play it all the way through probably 2 more times, and you'd get so much more content by doing it that way. And I love to see that in games because, you know, I'm buying this and it's permanent, so I would like to be able to revisit it someday and do something different. So that's all I got to say positively about the game, and now we got to move on to the negatives. But before that, I'd really appreciate any support you could give to my channel. Liking, subscribing, and sharing the video, as well as leaving a comment. Each really helps to get my channel out into the ether and gets it more noticed, and it just overall helps it grow. So hey, I'd really appreciate you helping me out. Also, these videos are designed to help you save time and money, but they can't really do that if you don't hit the notification button. So make sure you do that so I can help you out in the future, alright? Okay, so now on to the negatives. So the first is the pacing. The game can feel a bit slow at times, as it takes forever to get to anything. Now, this isn't really even that big of an issue, because overall it's so engaging and fun to watch and listen to that you'll hardly notice. But it took me almost an hour before actually getting to any of the legit gameplay due to all the cutscenes and dialogue and other stuff. But at the same time, that is all also technically considered part of the gameplay. So, you know, I can't really get that mad at it. Then you get to the dispatch gameplay, and that can also feel a bit slow. But again, due to the quirky, funny dialogue scattered about, you'll hardly notice this, even because this isn't even really that much of a negative. Like, I will say, though, you should know what it is kind of game you're getting into. So this is the legit gameplay of the game, and if it doesn't look like something you'd be interested in, then maybe you should reconsider whether you want to give this a shot or not, though I would still encourage you to do so. You see, I can't really find anything negative to say about this game, and I was trying really hard. I was racking my brain to try and stay as neutral as I can and to look for things that I didn't like or things that I felt were designed wrong, but honestly, I just couldn't really find anything. Everything worked here. Everything was smooth and cohesive. I think the only thing about the game that I think might be negative is that it takes place in California. But otherwise, I don't see anything wrong with this game. In conclusion, this game is amazing, phenomenal, superb, excellent, 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5. For this game, this genre, this tone, it's great, it's affordable, it's funny, it's engaging, and I would highly, highly recommend everyone who watches this video to give this game a chance, even if it looks like something you normally wouldn't be invested in. So yes, my recommendation is to buy. It's so much fun, it's so funny, they did such a good job, and they deserve the full price. It's so well written, highly recommend everybody out there go buy and check it out. But that's all the time I got for this video, everybody, because I really want to get back into the game. Thanks so much for watching, with a special thanks to those of you who stuck around to the end. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you all again on my next adventure. So until then, I bid you all farewell.